3D printing is something that gets people really excited, but it's pretty hard to do. How do you bridge the gap from what people can sort of intuitively do, modeling by clay, and doing 3D design on CAD systems that is enormously more complicated?
So I think that's one of the biggest challenges around 3D printing right now as an industry is that level of accessibility. So for people who are used to CAD work, like professional engineers, architects, industrial designers, the moving from the idea to the real is very simple. But for students, younger people who aren't used to this, it's a huge challenge. So part of what MakerBot needs to do in order to become more accessible and make this technology available for everyone is take down those barriers, right? And in order to do that, we need to build tools, software tools, that are not CAD-based. And this is something that we've been working towards, is building things that are easier to use, that don't require skill, that is really slider-based or parametric-based or model-based.
Great, so every kid can make a coffee cup. It would be interesting to see if they, because the kids want to do so much more. Ayah, tell me about littleBits and how do you explain what you guys do briefly?
So littleBits is a system of electronic building blocks to empower anyone to create inventions, large and small. So we allow kids to be able to invent anything from a line-following robot to a remote doorbell by snapping magnets together. But we also work a lot with schools to enable educators to teach STEM and STEAM concepts and learning by making through the use of electronics at various age levels and various grades.
So kind of like Legos meets Heathkit.
Yeah, Legos meets Heathkit, but also with an extra educational twist on them.
So what is it about this particular era that leads littleBits to exist? I mean, there have been pushes to get technology into schools for, I don't know, 100 years, and there's always companies trying to sell school stuff. But what is it about this era right now in terms of using technology in schools that offers a different promise, or is it the same old thing?
No, I think it's a combination of the time being right and also the technology being right. I think right now at this time we see there's a lot of energy and excitement around the maker movement, which is where we started. We started in the maker movement in the realm of makers and techies and designers that want to tinker with technology. But we've since grown to far beyond that. We have about 2,100 schools that are using it. We have about 200, 300 different universities at different age levels. And the key thing is that they find the product to be fun, and also they find it to be versatile. So you can use it to teach mechanics in an auto shop class, or you can also use it to teach gravity and different scientific concepts, but you could also use it to do design thinking and team building. So it's really kind of having the versatility, and so that the creative prospect is on the teachers, on the students, and it's not constrained by the technology that we create.
Anthony, 30 seconds. Is it sort of a business plan or an expectation that once you teach kids how to do 3D design and printing, that maybe that could lead to more uses perhaps in the home or in business?
Absolutely. The use in the business is so essential because once children have used 3D modeling as part of their, in the K through 12 space, it's so natural for them to use these tools in their professional lives. So making that more accessible is kind of our mission.